Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe and click the bell so that you get notifications every time I post a new video. Today I'm going to be doing an ornament mock-up in Cricut Design Space. I have a customer that potentially wants 100 of these, so I'm very excited for a big order like that. So I wanted to show you guys how I came up with these three different options. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to group these and I'm going to hide them. Excuse me. Fair warning, you might hear my child in the background. Okay, so the ornaments that I have are 4-inch acrylic blanks. So I'm going to make a circle. I'm going to go over here to shapes and make a circle, and I'm going to size it to 4 inches. So you can either use this arrow to drag it to the size that you want, or you can go up here to the width and height area and type in your measurements there. So I have my 4-inch circle right here. And these ornaments are, if you saw in this, they are for police officers. So she wanted to make sure that I had their badge. So what I did is I just Googled our local sheriff's department badge, and then in Cricut Design Space edited out all of the background. If you zoomed in real closely, you could see all the imperfections, but this is just for a mock-up. So I knew that this isn't the image that I would use. It was just for an example. And then she wanted the deputy's name along with their badge number. This is just a fake name, fake badge number. It's just a mock-up. She hasn't given me any actual names yet. And then she wanted the thin blue line flag. So I wanted to make sure I had all of those in there, and I wanted to make sure I had several different options for her. So let me go ahead and hide that again. So since they are Christmas ornaments, she wanted them to have glitter, with it being Christmas. You know, it's a little festive. So what I did to get the silver glitter background is I went over here to Google, and I Googled silver glitter background. And you could do this with any color, obviously. And then I did, I'm on an Apple, so I did Command-Shift-4 to get my little screenshot crosshair cursor. And then I screenshot glitter. And then it's going to show up over here on the side eventually. There it is. And so now I'm going to go to upload, upload image, drag and drop, or you could go to browse and go through the whole thing. I'm going to do complex, continue, continue. Make sure it's saved as a print and cut, because obviously you can't see the glitter if you save it as a cut image. And then I'm going to click on it. You can see the other one that I did there. Actually, you know what? I like this one better because it looks more glittery. So you insert it, click on the one that you want, and then insert, and then it's going to be big. So you're going to scale it down. You're going to hit those arrows, scale it down. And I'm going to put it over my circle, because I want to cut a circle out of this glitter square. So I place this over that, make sure it's completely covered, and then I'm going to click off of it, and then I'm going to click down and drag and highlight both. I know you can't see the circle, but I know it's highlighted over here because the circle option is a little bit darker. See how this one's darker and this one's lighter? So if I click off, now they're all the same. If I do this, I have just the circle selected. This one's just the square. Or you can click both of these, click one, hit shift on your keyboard, click the other one, or highlight over both. So now I'm going to click slice, and I have my circle. You can also do something kind of cool with that, possibly. Okay, so I wanted to give her a couple different options, and I want her to know that they are front and back ornaments. So each image has 2. So I'm gonna duplicate, and I'm gonna give her 3 different options. Okay. And so she wanted the thin blue line flag, and that's an SVG that I already bought a while ago. So I'm gonna go to my uploaded images, and I'm gonna scroll to find the thin blue line flag. There it is. I'm gonna click on it, insert, and of course it's huge. So I'm gonna scale it down. And okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to move these over so that I can work better. And I'm going to, this little unlock button, if it's the locked icon, it's a fixed width when you scale it. But if you unlock it, you could stretch it both ways. You can do whatever you want. So I want to make sure that I have a pretty good amount of the flag in there. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to drag and select both, and I'm going to make sure it's centered. So I'm going to center horizontally, and then I'm going to center vertically just to make sure there's the same amount on the top and the bottom, etc. And you know what? I actually want to go a little bit to the left just because I want more stars in there. Okay. So now what we need to do, so I want to slice a circle out of the flag. But when you use the slice feature, you can only slice 2 layers at a time. And if you look at this flag SVG, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 different layers. So I'm going to ungroup it, and I'm going to move the blue line out of the way. And then you can see the black part. So this is one image, this line is one image, and this line is one image. So I'm going to click and then hit shift on my keyboard and then select all 3, and I'm actually going to weld it together, and this is going to make it one solid image. So now I can do what I did before when I sliced the circle out of the glitter. I'm going to highlight both of them, and then oops, my husband texted me, and then slice. And so there I have my circle. So now that also is going to slice this, just because that was part of, when you slice, it gives you 3 layers. So we can delete that and then duplicate this again. So that way we don't have a cut up one. But again, it's just a mock-up, so it doesn't really matter anyways. I'm gonna bring this to the front and line that up again. And so now I'm gonna bring my blue line back up. And since that's behind, I'm gonna go to arrange, send to front. I'm gonna make sure this is where I want it. And I'm going to slice this out of the black. And there we have it. So now I can delete those. And then instead of doing that process all over again, I can make sure it's all highlighted and duplicate. And then there I have it. So let me move these around to where I want them. Oops. Okay, sorry guys. I like having the flag on the left side. I don't know why. It just, my eye, it looks better. Okay, so next I'm gonna go to text because I know she wanted the officers' names in it along with their badge number. So I'm gonna type it and then make sure it's centered, and then I'm going to scale it down. And I want to give her a couple different color options too. I just did a tumbler for this lady, and so I know that she really liked the yellow. So I'm gonna make sure one of them has yellow, and I'm just gonna play around with where I put it. So I'm gonna do, I like that on that side, and then I'm gonna duplicate, and then whoops, I'm gonna hit the back arrow. I didn't mean to move that. And then I'm going to move this down here. I don't like the yellow on the silver glitter. I think there it looks okay because the black breaks it up. But on this one, let's change it to blue. Let's see, it can match the blue line. Can make that a little bit bigger. And then we can also change the font for her too, so that she can see different font options. This one, you know, I don't like how far apart, oops, there we go. I don't like how far apart the name is, so I'm going to move these closer together real quick. That's much better. weld, weld. You could also attach if you don't want to weld. I'm gonna go up here, make sure these are center, and then attach. Okay, that's much better. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll duplicate it again, and then maybe this one. Oh yeah, that made that blue. So we'll make this one blue. And then we'll do that. Okay. And so like I said before, I already uploaded this into Design Space. You can see on here all the places that I missed. I erased around the badge. So I'm gonna insert that. Then I'm gonna play around with where I wanna put this. I'm gonna scale it down. I really liked having it just real big on one side. So you can just go ahead and do that, and then we're just gonna duplicate. I think I had one where it was on the front.
Mom.
Hang on, buddy. Don't mind my son. And then we'll go ahead and duplicate that again. And then we'll do, let's make this name bigger and do it right in the middle. Make it a little bit smaller. Can you go watch your dinos? Thank you. Okay guys, sorry about that. I had to go get my son situated. Okay, so there's one ornament, two ornaments. I like having the name big like that. And then I think on the other one, I had the name up here and then the badge below it. So we're just gonna scale it to size. And then there we have 3 options for her. I think those look pretty good. It gives her, excuse my throat. It gives her a variety to choose from. She can say, okay, I like the yellow name on the front, but can we make the badge a little bit smaller? Or I like, I like this one, but can we make it yellow, or can we make this black, or, so it gives her a little bit to choose from each. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screenshot this and send it to her. So I'm going to do Command-Shift-4. Again, I'm on a Mac. I don't know what it is on any other computer. And then I'm just going to drag it to where I want it. And then it's going to save over here to my desktop, and I'll send it to her and see what she thinks. So I hope this tutorial was helpful for you today. I hope it helped you learn some of the features in Cricut. I hope it helped you learn how to do these glittered backgrounds for mock-ups. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time.